the Wumpage has happened. Are you guys ready for this? No, let's not put it in here. So we have a new card. It is the new promo card. It is called Wump Party Starter. And Wump reads, when you play a Yeti including Wump, it deals 1 damage to the enemy player. Your other Yetis have +1/+1. So right off the bat, pretty effective card. Hey, how's it going, Tom? Overall, this is more a fun deck build around me card than it is a super competitive one, I think. But it does have some uses, and I think there might be some ways to build decks around it. Obviously, there's the basic, really good reasons that you want to run Wump. And the reasons for that is that Wump and his ability to make Yetis deal damage to the enemy player triggers all of the Yeti infiltrates that already exist. That includes Yeti Spy's draw a card, and Yeti Snowslingers draw a snowball, which is pretty cool stuff. And of course you can Scouting Party, play 4 1/1 Yeti Spies, all of them will deal 1 damage to the enemy player, and then you will draw 4 cards, which super fun, pretty interesting. I think Wump is probably gonna be okay building a deck around that idea. There's a decent amount of card advantage stuff going on there, but overall he's still pretty fragile, so it's pretty likely that people aren't gonna let you play him. Yeah, it is true that Jotun Hurler is not a Yeti, and we're all very sad about that. So Wump's a little on the expensive side to actually activate Yetis as part of a combo. You can't just play him and then play more Yetis. And indeed, if you play him and then play Scouting Party, I believe your opponent gets a chance to respond, because it is a spell. Your opponent can't respond to units, but he can respond to Scouting Party. So as a result, many of these Yetis, Wump doesn't have a huge combo potential, but there's some potential there. He's a pretty interesting combo card. He's a lot of fun, and we're pretty excited about playing him. Other things that have changed, the My Collection setup and the My Card setup is just a lot nicer. We had a bug where we lost our Seek powers. I'm sure we'll get those back, but as a result, all of my decks are invalid. Yeah, so we'll have to maybe do a draft or something to get a couple of dust and recraft those. Only need 200. Anyways, I'm sure that it'll be fixed by the fine folks at Direwolf. But anyways, we got this really nice, cool animated new deck import deck thing going on. They got that cute little deck slot thing. I really like that. And then this thing. There's something that just really amuses me about this, guys. I just like hovering over it and making and just I don't know. It's a little card party. It's great. Yeah. So, that's delightful. They also changed the emote system. I don't like the emote system change all that much, but now when you set your emote preferences, you have my gratitude. I appreciate that. I like your style. You're not so bad after all. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and... So whatever you set up will... Go with not exactly what I had in mind. Will now show exactly in ... like a little ellipsis. It looks a little ugly, I think, but it does actually clarify what your emotes are, which I'm guessing is answering a problem, a question, or a feedback from viewers, which, super great that they did that. I think my feedback now is that they should change it back. But it's still pretty cool. And yeah, it's neat that they're that responsive to viewers and everything, and yeah, in any case. So, there's that. So, without further ado, I want to build a Wump deck. And I want to do it kind of straightforward. The main problem is that we don't actually have the one card that I really, really want to build Wump with, which is Crown of Possibilities. Because I think that one of the places where Wump really has a place is in a deck that has several crowns, Wump Party Starter, maybe Scouting Party for draw. Not really strictly necessary, but I think Wump has some strength in a deck with the Yeti Troublemaker, which is a card that hasn't seen a lot of play yet. As a middle-of-the-road cheap Echo unit, it's got some interesting things going for it. It could be pretty effective with Crown of Possibilities, and being a 4-3 versus a 3-2 is a pretty significant up for being in a Wump deck. I think there's maybe some possibilities for a Yeti Troublemaker deck, and I'm curious about how that extra damage turns out in a Yeti Aggro type situation. So we could do a Yeti Aggro with Wump, And since we can't do Crown of Possibilities, let's do actual Yeti aggro. What would actual Yeti aggro look like? That's going to be interesting. Sure, that'll work. Go with the second Seek power here. That'll help us get up to Scouting Party. Yeah, cool. And also for Pyroknight. Alright, we'll give this a shot. So yeah, the real Wump deck that we want to build is definitely a Crown of Possibilities deck. So we might do like a draft or something, get some shift stones going so we can get ourselves a crown, and things will be pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't run Combust, Granite, Obsidian Golem very much. I don't actually run any of those cards. I was running a Stonescar deck recently, but it didn't have any of the cards that are missing in it. It didn't even have torches in it, actually. Okay, so Seat and Diplomatic Seal. We've got Shadowlands Guide. We have Frontier Jito. It sounds kind of cute, but it actually doesn't have anything we need in it, right? I just like the Shadowlands Guide a lot. Alright. Here we go. This is better. We got Yeti Spy for a start. We have Oni Ronin as well. Probably go Oni Ronin first and then Yeti Spy. We can hold on to Yeti Spy. That's pretty nice, but then there's only one Wump in the deck, so we can't be too careful here. Oh, it's true. Yeah, I don't have any torches for aggressive red decks. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, there's a new patch and a new promo. No balance changes to cards, Pepaton, but there have been some cool changes overall. Don't think I'd block there. We attack here. Get our damage in. Play a Seat, play a Yeti. This lack of torch is actually going to hurt us in this aggressive deck. But we'll see if we can do something with it. Goodness. Already drew the Warcry unit he needed. That sucks. Oh, the city's gonna get an Oni Ronin, but that's only because... Oh, never mind. Permafrost. Get my card draw. And we also get a Pyroknight, which is a pretty good deal. Pull a little more power out of our deck. And we have a slightly better matchup going. Ugh. Again with the swords. Alright. Man, he's had perfect luck with those swords so far. We'll levitate here. Got another scouting party. That's gonna be pretty good. So at 6, I'll have scouting party. And thus far, all of the war cries have gone into those swords, so we're not actually very far behind. A little bit further behind now. Diplomatic Seal. Could be worth it to block one of these. I think I'm largely just good to scouting party, though. The good thing about Recano decks is that they can't go wide very well. So if he attacks me here... He silenced the Yeti Spy that already had no infiltrate on it. Now he's got a pile of stuff. Cute. There's a new silence effect, it looks like. That's cool. Probably just block there. I attack with everything, I'm gonna draw 3 cards. Seems like not a bad deal. Let's do it. It's a very deliberate and careful way in which he did the only thing that he could do. Awesome. So, scouting party here. I'm just gonna Dark Return my Pyroknight. Put it down on the list as well. Okay, so my opponent has a pretty good setup. Like, he's looking pretty good shape overall. Alright, doesn't want to do anything here, that's good news. I'm gonna upgrade the Pyroknight, swing with it. Let's see if we can get a good block out of it. Oh, interesting. I'm really curious as to why he did that. Let's Permafrost the 3/3. And anything else we want to do? We could Dark Return a Yeti or an Oni Ronin. Dark Returning an Oni Ronin would be pretty cute. I think I'll just play... Could play Jito down. I'll play Jito down. He makes a pretty good blocker here. Goodness. My phone's going crazy. Alright, 7/7 lifesteal, pretty cute. Go ahead and block. Can't make any blocks that aren't bad for me, so we'll just block with a Jito. I'll need like a polymorph or something, and I don't have it at the moment. Still a little bit sad. Oh, I blocked with... Did I block with one of the ones that already had its infiltrate wasted? Maybe not. Well... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I can kill this thing. No, I can't kill that thing because it has double damage. I should just be attacking. So we're gonna lose our backline Yetis. Hey, Wump! Awesome. So we'll play Wump, play Scouting Party. Good job, Wump. We'll draw some cards. That effect is amazing, by the way. Okay, and we've got Shadowlands Guide, which is a pretty sweet deal. Let's just play another Yeti. Draw a few more cards. Alright. Got a pile of Yetis going in. Good stuff. Interesting set of attacks there. I'll block here and here. Block here and here and here. Block here. And then block here, because the 7/7 needs to die. Looks, or the 7/7 needs to be held at bay, at least. That looks like a desperation attack, and I'm not sure why he's desperate at the moment. All he needs is an Elder's Feather to wreck me. Alright, so now I can attack with these Yetis, which is pretty sweet. We'll just swing for all of the damage. All of the damage ain't bad. The 7/7 gets to block. I get to draw more cards. So this is gonna be like life total versus health, which is kind of cute. Snowslinger. Snowslinger. And Shadowlands Guide sadly does not get me back a Yeti Spy because we have to get back this extremely important Pyroknight. But now I have a bunch of stuff, which is pretty useful. Okay, so I should only attack on turns where I can do more than 14 damage. But I have this magnificent 8/7. Okay, we'll block with the 3/1 here. Seems pretty good. I get to upgrade. We'll upgrade here as well. Which doesn't actually do much, but we get to attack for 12 here. I'm doing 12 a turn and he's doing 14 a turn. If I start swinging with everything... Oh, I should be swinging with the 6/5 as well because of snowballs, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Anyways, this deck is doing pretty well. What's the win condition of this deck? I mean, this deck has a very obvious win condition, which is deal a ton of damage. It's already done that, it's just that we don't have, you know, anything. We'll block here. So you gain your 14, that's totally fine. We'll attack with these two. And now I'm doing more damage than he is gaining back. Yeti Spy draws me a new card, gets me a new chump blocker. Oni Ronin's a pretty good chump blocker as well. And I'll end my turn. Valkyrie Enforcer silencing, not Wump, but the Pyroknight. Seems like a pretty good card to be afraid of. Alright, this deals 14 damage. How much do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Are we a little short? I think we're a little short. Got a block there. Swing with these two. Alright, I'm gonna Shadowlands Guide. Oh, I can't Shadowlands Guide because I won't get back a Yeti. Okay. It's gonna be hitting me for 6 a turn. That's pretty problematic. I need my Levitates. I guess we'll Dark Return, grab a Yeti Spy. A little bit sad overall, but throw some snowballs, get some more cards. Awesome. That seems like a pretty good deal. Go ahead and end my turn now. Okay, and let's count again, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 is what I need, exactly. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Exact. Good. Cool. So we have it. or we have the damage we need. Next thing we do is we Bandit Queen. Swing with all of these guys. And also that one. Could swing with Wump as well. Don't think that's a good idea, though. Alright, my opponent is now at a reasonable amount of health. I only lose to, like, another Righteous Fury. 6 damage here. That's fine. Swing with everything again. Swing with the 2-2 as well? Yeah, I swing with the 2-2 as well. Because there's not a rapid shot or anything. We're good. The beats happen. That was an excellent first game with Wump, as far as things go. I have to say that went extremely well. What a stupid game. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Would have gone a little bit easier if we had, you know, any type of removal, but our torches are still gone, so... yeah. Okay.